Hey everyone, join us today as we ride south 416 miles or 666 kilometers in California from Monterey to Ontario with a stop in Bakersfield. Welcome back to day 8 of our trip. We started the day in a morning fog on California Route 68, heading back to rejoin Route 101. We decided not to continue south along Route 1 due to the landslides along the way, so I quickly rerouted us to avoid the Interstate 5 as much as possible so we could see as much scenery as permitted. As we moved east along the coast, we rode through many farms along the way. Not much traffic as we were starting out the day. We got onto Highway 101 next and continued moving south. We could not stay on this the whole way to Ontario either, as it merges back onto Highway 1, which had closures along the bay due to landslides. The fog lifted as we rode south, and now we were just riding under some thick clouds. We stayed on Route 101 for about an hour and then jumped onto a more scenic route. We're still using our hand signals. Remember to be visible out there. Jumped off Highway 101 and decided to take California Route 198. I had never heard of this road before. Let's go have an adventure. We finally broke through the clouds, and the sunny skies would rule for the rest of the day. 198 was a beautiful ride. I would highly recommend it if you are in the area. Rolling hills, twisty sections, and many sweeping turns will greet you on this route. Steph and I rode through this section at our own speeds. I lost her a few times, but we were always in contact on our headsets. You may not see her behind me in some of these shots, but we're always together. Route 198 has some nice elevation changes along the way. As we rode up, we could see for miles in every direction. Some of these hills reach up to 4,000 feet. The joys of taking unknown roads is that they're virtually deserted. Definitely a plus when we have it all to ourselves. Route 198 has some nice technical sections. Just remember to ride responsibly. Gravel and blind turns are always dangerous and can pop up at any time. Another biker crossed us along Route 198. We weren't the only ones to find this hidden gem. Steph caught back up to me. I just didn't leave her behind all day as we rode through the California countryside. I'm so proud of her for riding for almost 2 months alongside with me. We then jumped onto Interstate 5 heading south towards Bakersfield. We didn't want to ride out there for long on the interstates, but sometimes we have no other options. The ride along I-5 was nice and open ride with very little traffic as we were approaching Bakersfield. We arrived in Bakersfield and stopped for lunch. We then stopped by the Bakersfield Harley Davidson so I could go and pick up a poker chip. We then jumped back onto California Route 99 heading south to rejoin Interstate 5. Since it had been so close to lunchtime, we did get caught up in some traffic as we went through Bakersfield. But as you can see, it didn't last long and quickly dissipated as we continued south. Since we couldn't take California Route 1 due to the landslides along the coast, this would make us go through Los Angeles instead. We'd head east along with everyone else leaving for Las Vegas, so I decided to take a slight detour. I decided to take us on California Route 138 along the top of Los Angeles. We come in via the west side, arriving into the traffic, leaving for LA that afternoon. Route 138 may not have been as twisty a road as 198 was, but Stephanie appreciated the balance between the more technical routes and the straight roads, so we could both enjoy the trip. Edwards Air Force Base is close by, and the skies were clear, but I didn't get to see any planes this day. I was asked many times about riding with all my riding gear. It was actually very comfortable. If I would stop moving, I would be uncomfortable, but it would still be that way if you were just in a t-shirt and a half helmet. You're still gonna cook, so might as well ride safe. Always make sure to have tons of water with you on your bikes if you ever travel through the desert. As you can see, it was wide open terrain and not many places to find shade if you ever break down. Be safe. Remember to be courteous to all the traffic behind you. We're just enjoying the ride. These people have places to go. Make sure to be on the side. I do know that we came really close to going through the scenic San Bernardino Mountains, but we really wanted to get to Ontario as fast as possible. We'll have to go back one day and visit the mountains we didn't get a chance to ride through. As we got closer to Palmdale, traffic started backing up again, but it was still very light and we luckily got through with no issues. While we are no longer in the scenic forests of Northern California, the desert landscapes and mountains here in the distance were such a great change of pace. As we continued further south, we started seeing forests of cacti. We are really starting to cook now. Thanks for joining us today on day 8 of our trip. We arrived in Ontario in the late afternoon, and we finally took a few days off. Join us next time as we go through the Joshua Tree National Park. See you there!